What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. For the brand new viewers, my name is Slowbee. So we don't have a lot going on today. I took some footage. We went and saw the 2022 sleds. Some of them look great, some of them look good, some just aren't for me. So what we're gonna do today, we don't have a whole heck of a lot going on. I got my helmets out. I'm just gonna kind of show you guys where I started and where I'm at now with my helmets. And then I got the footage from the 2022 show with the LYNX, the XRS 850 Renegade, the backcountries, the summits, and I'm just gonna have a little chat with you guys about my thoughts on the lineup and talk about the LYNX a little bit, jump on this bandwagon. And I'm sure some of you guys might want to know my thoughts. Nobody's asked yet, but it doesn't hurt. I'm going to throw on the new helmet. We'll be able to play in the backyard. So the reason I want to put the new helmet on and test it out and talk to you about it is I just want to see where the air comes in, if it comes in. It's not going to be a 100% valid tryout or try on, whatever you want to call it. But it's going to tell me a lot about next season. The new baklava, I bought the FX racing one. Is that what I bought? I gotta look. I didn't buy the FX racing one. I bought the fly one. I said the FX racing one and the other one too in another video. So we're gonna throw that on. I just want to see where the air comes in. I want to see how it feels. I'll be able to do a few hot laps in the backyard. I'll put the camera on the handlebars facing the helmet. I don't know what you'll be able to get out of that, but it'll be nice just to see me wearing it. And that's about it, guys. We'll wrap it up with the 2022 lineup, and that'll be it for that content. So I took the I took the video at the 2022 lineup show, and it's outside at Two Guys Sports Bar, and this cold front blew in. When we got there, it was like 50 degrees, and we were only there like 10-15 minutes, and by the time we left, it was like probably like 37 degrees. So it was getting super cold out there. They had a radio playing. The big canopy kept blowing up and down. So I just literally walked around each sled and took videos of them so you could see what they look like. I tried to get some of the suspension. The new XRS 850 28-inch track, or 29, whatever they are, that has 3 bogey wheels, so it was kind of cool to see. And we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get towards the end of this video. So we'll see you out there. Do me that favor, crush the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I'm uploading new videos. Let me know you did all that. So we're gonna jump on the snowmobile. We got some play snow in the backyard. I can't believe how last week we rode, and then my dad said it freaking poured like you wouldn't believe. You couldn't even see the neighbor's house, and we literally lost almost all our snow except for like in the yards. The trails I just seen the club pull into the trail up the street and they closed the gates, I believe. Guys, what do you think of the helmet? Do you think it was a good decision? Let me know in the comments below. And let's go check this out. We're gonna hop on the sled. I'm gonna face the camera towards me and we'll do, this is what I like about it. Like, look how much of that neck it protects. So I can put my jacket on. And I'm not gonna put pants on, but I'm gonna put the jacket on like I normally would go riding. And then we'll seal all this up and then just check it out. I was hoping we'd be able to ride this weekend with it, but unless we get another snowstorm. I do know the groomer went up the North Trail last night, but I can't get to the North Trail from here, and I have an open trailer, and I'm just not putting a sled on an open trailer. That's, I think, our next purchase. We're going to be looking for a new trailer that's close. So if you guys got any suggestions below and on companies to use, let us know. I'm not saying we'll use them, but I know we want to ride around one day and just kind of get prices and see what they're going for and seeing what's good for us. We'd like to be able to put a couple 4-wheelers in it too in the summertime, so. And then down the road, maybe a side-by-side, but that's down the road. Unless someone wants to give me one. So let's get outside, guys. We'll see you out there. I forgot to start recording. So I was saying, we're going to use the crappy blue one first because it's not very thick. The other one's neoprene. And I want to see where the air is coming in, if it comes in, how it works. I won't be able to give you a full review, guys, but I want to get as close to a small one as I can, just initial thoughts. So I don't know if there's a special way to put these on, so I've been putting the modular down and then unvelcroing the neoprene. And then I pull the neoprene out. Look how much this cover is though, guys. Let's see if we could get that. I mean, it covers the whole part of your jacket, so I got high hopes for this. Let's get these goggles on. This battery's gonna die. It's got these hooks. Also, you want to make sure the neoprene's out, which I forgot to do. And now we're gonna get this up. Tuck this in. Guys, we got a seal on this I've never had in my entire life. So I already, there's no skin showing. We're all covered up nice. Let's get on the sled and try it out. Alright guys, my initial thoughts. That's all I'm going to do in the yard. I'm going to park the snowmobile here in a minute. I wanted to stay out here on it though. My initial thoughts. It's about 25 degrees out right now. My head is hot. No, it's pretty warm. I'm not getting the air. I could definitely feel a little bit in here. But over time, I would wear this blue baklava. I'm not getting any air up underneath, that's #1 priority, which is amazing. I love that. So that neoprene coming up around the neck, covering your collar, and my range of motion is way better than it has been in the past. And I'm not saying it because I did all this research and stuff and tried to figure out what was best for me. I'm giving you a genuine, this is how it feels right now. And I'm not a big fan of doing, oh, you didn't even do a mile in your helmet, this review's amazing, or not legit. In the mile I did in the backyard, if it was even that, this is what I felt. There was a little cool air here, but it was when I was turning, and I feel like I could probably tighten my goggles down some. This, keeping my mouth open, that's all I ever asked for in the helmet. I got it for a little time with the 509, but with the 509 you got to wear the one that covers your nose and you breathe down. And I never did end up getting the Klim baklava, the Arctic, but that would have still covered my mouth, but my breath would have came down here. I'm happy with this right here. Once you get your seal, the goggles go over the top of it. Usually when I'm sitting, I can see my breath come up over my goggles. With this helmet, I couldn't. I could snap it. I'm on 1. I wish they would make these a little longer for fatter people like me. The clip attachment, if it was like maybe like not even 3 inches, maybe like 1.5 inches or 2 inches, I'd be able to clip it a little better. I didn't feel any air in my head, but again, I was only in the backyard, and my maximum sprint is like 40 feet to 100 feet. I wanted to take the 4-wheeler out and just do like a 45-mile-per-hour rip up the road for a good haul, and the battery's dead, so I can't do that, so we'll have to wait for another time for that. What else? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's what we got for the helmet. If any of you guys got these helmets, like I said with the other ones, let me know what you like about it. Let me know if there's anything I should know. I did not buy the heated goggles. I do want a clear set for nighttime. I'm not a huge fan of the yellow, so I'll be changing the lenses on the yellow goggles. I would like to do another rose red, and then I would like to have a set of clear for night or for ice cold days. So the clear ones I want to buy, they're like $135. They're the heated goggles, so I would have to set up the heating element and the snowmobile to plug into the goggles, and then, but that's what I'm going to do over the summertime. I didn't do it now because we knew the season was pretty much over, so that's why we're waiting until then. So with that being said, with my whole 10 minutes with this helmet on, 10 out of 10. That could change come next season, so don't hold that 10 out of 10 to me. Just don't hold me to that 10 out of 10 until next season. But I just can't get over the neoprene. This is the difference maker for me in the air. Even Dominic's seen the helmet and he's like, let me know what you think of that and let me know how it works, because especially the 509s or even open faces have just a little one, and I think I showed you before. So let's end this, and now we're going to get into the 2022s. I try to shorten the videos, and they're going to end up being super long anyway, so thanks for sticking around if you guys are sticking around this long. Let me get all this stuff off, and then we'll review the 2022. Not review it, we're just going to talk about it. It's not going to be long. I'm going to tell you my thoughts, so let's do it. All right, let's talk 2022. The question is, would you buy the LYNX? My answer to myself is, I would not buy the LYNX. So you probably ask, Slowbee, why wouldn't you buy the LYNX? Well, 3 reasons. Number 1, this is my number 1 reason right here, guys. I absolutely love this sled. This sled, in my opinion, for me, and I'm not talking for other people, I have this shock set up right, I have the suspension set up right, and it just works for me. I don't bottom out. I'm a bigger guy, weigh a lot, and for whatever reason, I'm comfortable on this. I ride better on this. I take corners harder on it. I ride a little faster than I normally do. Usually, I don't want to say I would be trying to keep up, but the guys would get to the intersection and then I'd be quite a ways behind them, but I'd still be pulling up and then we'd go. They weren't waiting long. With this, I'm right behind them. I'm doing corners and I'm moving. Reason number 2. You guys know me. I always tell you, I'll tell you how it is. You know I'm not the most technical person in the world. And so when you start to talk to me about technical stuff, coupled shocks, let this breeze stop. When you talk to me about the shocks, you talk to me about the panels, the tunnel. From my understanding, everything's pretty much the same except for like the shocks and the new smart shocks, and I'm just not into all the hype. Yeah, it came from Finland. I knew nothing about the LYNX until they released it. I've been snowmobiling for my whole life. Been snowmobiling hard since like 2003, 2004. Been snowmobiling since like 2003, 2004, and this is the first time I've ever heard about the LYNX, guys. Maybe I'm not on the websites like I used to be or should be, but I try not to get myself burned out with my hobbies, so I do watch a lot of comedic stuff, and like even in the summer, I won't like sit there and look up a lot of snowmobiling stuff, so that's one of the reasons. So I don't have anything out here with me. I'm outside, and I'm too lazy to walk back in the house. So yeah, I was just talking about the LYNX and how I wouldn't buy it. It's just not a sled for me. It's a gorgeous sled. I really like the way it looks. I'm not, you know, I have 2 red vehicles, but I'm not a fan of all the red, so I wouldn't be apt to jump on the red LYNX, but I understand. I mean, it looks really nice. The 3rd reason, I guess I've never went and watched reviews about it from people from Finland. That's where it's from, right? Finland. Anybody I seen the reviews on, they were on it for like hot laps and at the dealership. They didn't take it for the whole day. And I'm not out there, but don't get me wrong, I'm not out there jumping around looking for all these reviews on it because I have no intentions of buying it anyways. But you see guys that are in fields pulling wheelies, and that's the main thing I hear about it. It's a wheelie machine. And that's just not for me either. I like to ride hard. I like to take my time riding sometimes. I like to pull the skis up coming off the little berms. But that's just it. I enjoy being with my friends and family foremost, and I enjoy being with my family and friends out there too. That's my favorite part of the whole thing, is the camaraderie, going back to camp, having a steak and shrimp dinner. So I'm going to move on from the LYNX. I just wanted to tell you my thoughts on it. And you know I'm not technical, so you're not going to get that technical aspect of it. But I love my XRS Renegade 850. I'm hoping to be on it a while. I've been enjoying it. Every time I look at that sled, I'm just like, I can't believe I own this sled. I love the Montegreen, and I love the way it looks. So since I'm not technical, I'm going to come at you from that's a normal standpoint. My dad buys sleds based off of color. I bought my sled based off of the green. I was digging the backcountry with the blue and orange. I do like that color. It's kind of like a gray blue. Would I buy that sled? Absolutely not. I do not need anything bigger than this 136. And I was telling my dad, if my sled came in a 129, I would have bought that over the 136. So my Arctic Cat was 128, I believe. And it just stopped you from doing that waving when you're like going at a high speed and it starts like flailing back and forth. The 136 doesn't do it, and my Arctic at the 128 never did it. I like the Enduro too. The Enduro with that blue, and then there was like green accents. My favorite color is green. I'm sure you know that already. And that's what I liked about it. I didn't really go over it. The new XRS 850 has 3 bogey wheels underneath. That was kind of neat. There's like 3 on the outside, and I'm trying to look at, and that's the short track too, guys. That wasn't the long track. So, like I said, I don't sit there and look at all that stuff. So, I know Dominic pointed out, he's like, look at these bogey wheels. There's 3 of them. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's more protection, but there's also more to replace when they wiggle off. So, and then the Renegade XRS 850. Do I have to ask the question again? Is it something I would order or buy? Guys, based off of my experience on mine, I would absolutely tell you any of the XRSs, the 850s or the 600s, if you want the speed and you want the power, the 850 is just so much fun. You get to those berms and you come off of them, and I'm not out there screwing around and doing dangerous stuff, but I do like to just have it there, hit the gas, come out. You know, I'm not into the wheelies. I just like, you know, the flutter, the skis flutter, and then you take your corner. That's what I like. Am I going to buy a 2022? Nope. You're going to see me on this sled until I'm sick of it. And when I do, I'm hoping to take you guys along for the ride when we buy a new one, which I don't know when that will be. I'm going to do a goal video, and I'll add that to the goal video, so I don't want you guys sitting here thinking, oh, he's going to be on it for 10 years, or he's going to be on it next year, he's making the move. No, I'm going to do, since I got 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to show you my goal. I'm going to tell you my goals for the next few years, and that will be part of it, the snowmobile aspect. And I'm just not into the 2022 right now. Are they nice? Absolutely. Do I like them? Absolutely. Would I buy one? Absolutely not. I want to say 1,200 miles on this sled, and it's still going strong. So we're in it to win it. With your help and you sharing and liking these videos and watching and supporting, guys, it means everything to me. And I hope you enjoy this video. Hope you enjoyed the helmet review, and then we talked about the 2022s. With that being said, do me that favor I always ask you for. Tell your grandmas, your grandpas, your moms, your dads, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, your frenemies, your enemies. Anybody you could think of. It is much appreciated, and it helps me out a lot. So I love you guys. Peace out, and we'll see you next time. See you out there, guys.